Okay, I am live now. Hey all, good morning and good evening. This is Aruna from Booker's Diary. So, I'm going to talk to the author of Smile and Make It Happen today. Let me see if she has joined. Hey, hi, Anamrita. Okay. Hi, all. Oh, so a lot of people are awake. I thought everyone will be sleeping at this time. Let me see if the author has joined. Hey, hi. So, just to give an intro of this book, it's a very short book, like around 60, 70 pages. It's kind of a self help book. I know a lot of people are mostly interested in novels, and sometimes these self help books are like a little underrated. But somehow I feel it's always good to, read some self help books because sometimes everyone needs that uplifting and everyone needs that, kind of reassurance that certain things do matter, that affirmation is always needed. So, with that note, I am pulling in the author of Smile and Make It Happen, that is Lucia Fiore.
Hi.
Hey, hi, how are you?
Good, good. And you?
I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. So, what's the time there?
Right now it's 8:05.
Okay, perfect. Sorry, I started a little late, like 2 minutes late, because my connection was giving some problem, so I had to check it. Good to
That's
see you.
fine.
Good to see you after, the
Yeah, I
last.
know. Yeah.
So, okay. So let's quickly start with your introduction, right? So
hmm
if you use yourself.
So my name is Lucia. I'm 21 years old. I'm both Italian Mexican, and my self motto is always be your true self and always be real to yourself.
Oh, wow. That's nice.
Yeah.
Have any fun?
Fun facts, I speak three languages, so them being Italian, Spanish, and English.
Oh, that's nice. And how
Yeah.
long are in US?
I've been here since like I was little, but I also lived in Italy. So I've been like Italy, America, like I come here to university, but all my family is in Italy. So yeah.
That's good to know. Yep. So, see, there are a lot of people who have joined and they all are waving at you. So if you want,
Oh, hi, hi.
nice. So let's start, right? How long have you been writing?
So I always wrote like poems, and I always like wrote because it like helped me, like just it helped me, but I never really thought about writing a book. I just wrote to like release my thoughts because that was something that was like, oh, I feel like sad or I feel happy. I just want to write what I'm feeling, and that always helped me. So that was pretty much since I was 15. And I'm 21 now, so it's been a pretty long time. It was just something like my self improvement for me as a person.
That's nice. That's pretty impressive. Like writing at the age of 15, you need to be really thoughtful. Trust me.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Um, you do you want to speak about your book, Smile and Make It Happen?
Yeah.
How,
So,
yeah.
oh, sorry, what? It cut off. Can you repeat that again?
So if you want to talk about your book, Smile and Make It Happen, and how you came up with that concept.
Okay. So basically, as I said, I would always like write, and it was something that always came to me. And throughout the years, I also created a blog, which was like the Buongiorno Fashion. But I always thought like I want to motivate people. I want people to come to this page to feel like inspired, to feel like motivated. I just want people to feel different, you know? So when it came to the book, I would always like post pictures because I'm very into fashion as well. And I would always post pictures with quotes, and it would always be something motivational. And I was like, honestly, like I'm inspiring people just doing this, as well as I would create like little podcasts also, and like talking about like self-worth, self improvement. And I was like, wow, like this is actually helping people. And people would actually tell me like I feel better just seeing just seeing your posts, seeing your videos. And I was like, okay, like maybe I can do something that's actually gonna like stick into like when someone reads it, it's gonna stick to them. So I was like, I'm gonna start creating these posts and see what happens. And then later I was like, maybe writing a book is something that can be essential to my self growth as well. And that
Mm-hmm.
is how like the whole thing came up. And the title actually, it came up because it was like just smile and make it happen. Like just go on life with a smile and things like just make it happen. Just like make things happen. I don't know. It was something that to me, that's how I go through life, like just make it happen. Cause like you can make it happen. It's just up to you to figure out how you will make it happen.
That's very true. So, one of the person here has actually written a comment saying, "Reading Lucia's book gave me more awareness for self-love." That's very kind of her.
Yeah.
That's very sweet. So, do you want to mention any of your quotes here?
So as I said, I think the smile and make it happen was like the big, it's not really a quote, but it's more like the title because I wanted people to like, I wanted something to stick to them, something that was short and simple. So that's why I came up with that title because I wanted people to be like, okay, I see this and I feel instantly inspired. I want to discover more. So that is why just by the beginning of the book, I was like, okay, I have to do something that's going to create inspiration for the person that gets the book.
Got it. Got it. So, like you said, right, you have written some quotes and you also have written some poems. Do you have anything on top of your head right now that you can like just recite or just say two
Um,
lines?
I have one. It's like behind me. I don't know if you would mind if I grabbed it really quickly.
Sure, no worries.
Okay, sorry.
Hey, all.
Sorry. Sorry.
Like a lot of people waving at you right now.
So I have one that it's also about self-love.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm very into like self-love and like motivational stuff. So basically this is not part of the book. It's just like a poem, like an additional poem that I wrote.
Mm-hmm.
So the poem itself is called Self-Love. And it goes like, love yourself. You are beautiful. You are brave. You are meant to be someone. Never trust a mirror. A mirror always deceives. It makes you question your appearance, question your worth. It only shows your outer beauty. You are worth so much more. You can't see how your heart beats when you get excited. You can't see the sparkles in your eyes when you talk about something you're passionate about. It doesn't show you what the world may see, what people may love the most about you. It shows what you want to see and what you wish you could change. You're worth more than your reflections and your insecurities. A mirror represents skins, it does not represent your worth. Your true value, your true beauty. It's time to realize you are worth more than your reflection, more than you know. It's time to realize your worth more than what you show.
That's very well written.
Thank you.
That's really nice. I actually admire good poetry because I myself write a lot of poetry in my own native language. So yeah, I do admire a lot of writing. Basically, poems
Thank
is
you.
I love to.
I can read one more. I can read one more if you like, because I have like, I can read just one more. This is about like just the life one. I can just read this one if you would like.
Definitely. Go ahead, please.
Okay, let me. So this one is just life in general, like just a life. So it's titled Life,
Mm.
and it goes, life. It just goes, life isn't meant to be perfect. Life isn't meant to be beautiful. There would be sad days, there would be happy days. Life has no definition, has no timing. It will never be the same. There will always be something different, something exciting, something amazing. This is what makes it unique for every person. Life is like a garden of flowers. Some bloom beautifully while others grow slowly, like a million of stars in the sky, shining bright, bringing light to the earth. Waiting to be seen, waiting to be discovered. Life is unpredictable. Life is a challenge. Life is a gift. Most importantly, life is a journey that has a beginning and an end. We become travelers to this special journey of life, a journey full of obstacles waiting to be completed, a life full of adventures making things exciting, teaching us to move forward to fulfill our dreams, accomplishing our desires, leading us to our destiny.
Very well written.
Thank you.
So, one of the readers actually saying beautiful lines to your first poem. She said,
Thank you.
"That's nice. Really appreciate you reading those poems for us."
Thank you. Yeah, it's something that I enjoy. It's just something that like motivates me, and it's something that just like makes me feel good because it's like every detail. It can be like just sitting in a room or like just sitting outside looking at nature and just write a poem about something along the lines. It's just like it motivates me as a person.
Really good to know. Yep. So, about like coming back to your book, right? Did you do any kind of a research before writing the book?
So it was basically like my own knowledge and what I thought motivated me and I thought would motivate other people. I didn't do research, but I did speak to people and I did like I did see how other people reacted to like self-motivational quotes, like self-worth videos, and people like my age, like girl, you can say woman my age, how they would tell me like when I saw a motivational quote, I instantly felt better. So I was like, wow, what if I can write something that can instantly make a person feel better? Like that's gonna make me feel like I'm doing something good, and I don't know, to me that's amazing.
Good to know. And like, if if you can tell me what was the hardest part of your book, like when you were writing,
Um,
you had to think a lot.
I think the hardest part was like putting the book together because there was so many ideas merged all over the place. I think that was one of the hardest parts, just like putting the book together because there was some things that I did not know where to like merge in, and there was some things that I didn't want to leave out, but I could not merge everything together.
Yep, that makes sense. That makes sense. And did anyone help you in that? Um,
Well, I had some people that edited it. Well, I had other people that like looked it over. So I did get some help on it as well.
okay. And who helped you publish it?
Who helped me publish it? My aunt. She recently published a book as well, so she kind of knew a little bit about it, so she's the one that helped me publish it. And she published a self-help book as well, so that's why she was like, because I had it all written. I remember just going to her house one day and just showing her everything, and she was like, "Wow, like this is incredible. You should publish it." But to me, it was just like it's something written on paper. Like I don't know, and she was like, no, like you have to publish it. And she's the one that like encouraged me and gave me that motivation.
Good to know. Um, if you have any suggestions for the aspiring authors.
Mhm. I would say just like for inspiring authors or for starting authors? Like someone starting out, would you say?
Anyone.
I would say just go for it. Like if you feel that you want to publish a book, just believe in yourself because that was something that I needed. It was like just believing in myself, believing that I was because some people say like I want to write a book but they don't know where to start. And I feel like having that good motivation and that good support team is very essential because at the beginning I didn't have it as much as in the end. So I feel like that's very essential having that support team that's going to support you all the way. That's my biggest advice. And another is just to believe in yourself that you can make it happen. again, as yeah.
I understand. I totally understand. So, whoever has joined just now, just to give a quick intro, we are talking to the author of Smile and Make It Happen. And it's like around between 60 to 70 pages of book. It's a
Hmm.
very short book. You can read it in like 2 hours max, not even 2 hours. Like if you just binge
Yeah.
read it, it's like an hour a worth book. Totally, it's about self love, affirmation, giving an affirmation to yourself, right? So it's a good one. Basically, I read it. I liked it. It's in a very simple layman language, right? Anyone can understand that. So with that, I actually will ask quick questions. Few readers have already posted some of their questions. Let me quickly open that. So the first question is from. Mm-mm, okay. Um, I think it's Natalia. Did any people in your life inspire you to write your book?
So as I mentioned before, it was like since it started as a self-motivational thing, it was kind of like it motivated me. So the words like helped me feel better. But throughout the time, it was something that people were like, you have potential. And just hearing that like motivated me more and said, like, wow, people actually feel better hearing these words. People are getting motivated by these words. So I would just
Mm,
say like the people surrounding me are the ones that motivated me.
good to know. And next one is from Flame Saber. That's a very funky name. How did you manage that merging multiple parts, deciding which parts to leave out?
So it was all at first, at the beginning, it all started through like a Google Doc, and it was just like managing, like, okay, one section is going to be love yourself, one section is going to be self-improvement. And it was like looking at all the quotes and saying, this one, what category does this one fit most in? What category does this one fit? And it was going through it several times. It was not
Mm,
just one time, like, oh, this category fit this or this category did not fit this. I had to go through it several times to actually understand what fit what.
yep, makes sense. And when you actually put together those sections, do you feel like, this section should go in the front instead of keeping it as the last section? Did you?
There was some sections where I did not really know. It was like I had to be very careful because some sections applied to some things and others applied to others, which I had to be kind of care. It was kind of confusing. In all honesty, it was kind of confusing because some sections could apply to more than one, as in like the woman one. The woman section could also go with like the love yourself. So
Mm-hmm.
it had to go based on like which one which one does it apply most to, and that's how I decided, okay, it fits most with this category, in accordance to another category.
Yep, I resonate that. Yeah. So basically, be it a small book or a be it a, you know,
Hmm.
fat book, it doesn't
Yeah.
matter. When it comes to merging and, rearranging the pages and the thoughts, it is
Hmm.
a very difficult process in
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I totally get it.
Hmm.
And there is one more question for you from I I would rather not pronounce the name because I might mispronounce it.
Hmm.
With due respect. So I just say the one of the reader has posted a question. Do you have future books in mind on different categories?
So my future book is probably going to be a poem book because it's something that like I'm passionate about, I love, but once again, I wanted to put just right now because of the whole COVID situation.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that it was very essential to motivate people with my writing because there's not much you can do in person. So I
Mm-hmm.
said I want something that like can help people while remaining at home, something that can help them feel better. And I thought, what's better than someone like um, adding like 15 minutes of their time, like taking 15 minutes out of their day to motivate themselves. So that's why I decided to go on with the motivational book, but poems was something that I was planning to do as well. I just love writing poems. It's something that I love.
So you're planning to release a book with
A
your
poem
poems?
book. Yes, correct.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Good, good to know. So, oh, it's Era. Her name is
Mm.
Era. Sorry, I am very bad at pronouncing. Sometimes it's really bad. So, okay. Then, is there any other message you want to give all the readers?
All I want to, all, I think someone wrote, I'm not quite sure. I just saw one
Okay,
more
do
question.
you have
Yeah.
of quotes too?
Um, so basically I do, but I think my the book that the book that I came out with, it's kind of like a quote book, you can say. They're longer quotes, but I would kind of consider it like a quote book in
Mhm.
accordance to like this poem book. I would consider the other one being a quote book.
Got it.
So, but I do maybe in the future plan to write a quote book, but as of now, I'm focusing on a poem book.
Got it. Makes
Mhm.
sense. Okay. Yep. So, yep. Those were the questions. Do you have any other message for all the readers?
Yes. So basically, my message is I want to inspire people who read my book. I want people to feel um, not just inspired, but to feel motivated, like they can make anything they want to make happen. Because I want my words not to just help, but make them believe in themselves, because that's very essential and that's very important for a person to truly believe in themselves and believe that they can make whatever they want truly happen. That's my words that I want to give out.
Agree. Totally agree. So, as it is available in Amazon Unlimited, right? You can
Correct. Correct.
basically it's free to read there.
Well, it's free for people that have Kindle. So
Right.
if you don't have Kindle, then it is $2.99. But for people that do have the Kindle application, it is free to them. It has
Yep.
not come out in paperback just yet at the moment, but it is on Amazon as of now. I do in the future want to publish it in other platforms, but as of now, it's just on Amazon.
Yeah. That's a good start, I would say.
Yeah.
You started with like basically the best platform. A lot of people use that platform, so
Yeah.
a good one to start with. And you can have your own website later once you start publishing more and more books. So you can sell it from your web page as well. All in all, uh, it was good reading that book. And I got a crazy. I would suggest it to you, maybe, but I read it late, like after Christmas. So I was thinking, like, you can gift it like Christmas present to people, like the folks
Oh
around.
yeah, so
You
I since I have different family members that speak different languages, so what I did,
don't.
I translated the whole book, and actually over Christmas I translated it to Italian, so I gave it to all my Italian family members. And like but I did the whole, like I did it just for them, like just translated the book, and that was super cool because they were also able to read the book. But yeah, it was something that I gifted all my I actually just printed copies for my family members, and I did gift them all the book, but I had to translate it.
Wow, you read my mind then.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the first thing that I thought about, because I was like, I know I have some generate like my grandmother does not know how to use an iPad. So I had to think of a like a physical idea. So I said, I'm gonna translate the book and I'm gonna see like how I can gift this to her, because I made it a complete surprise. It was just me and my aunt who knew about it. No one else knew about the book except my aunt and I. And then when Christmas time came along, I was like, oh, like Merry Christmas. And I gave each of them their copies. And it was something that was very impactful for them because I kept it a secret for like a year and a half.
Makes sense. That was a good move.
Yeah.
Maybe in Amazon you can also put that as an option, like you can publish in 3 languages,
Yeah.
Spanish, Italian.
Yeah.
That makes total sense. Yep. With that note, I think there are a lot of people saying hi to you, and yeah, with that note, right, we can actually close our conversation. But before closing our conversation, you wrote about self-love, right? And a lot of people are not that aware of that word, self-love itself, right? Because
Hmm.
uh,
Hmm.
at certain stage in life, like later in maybe in their 30s, some people don't realize at all. So do you have anything to say about self-love?
So, first of all, I think it's something about being true to yourself because there's a lot of misconceptions of like what is the real definition of like self-love, as you said. Not a lot of people know what it truly means to like self-love, like self-love, you can say. But I feel it's being true to yourself and loving who you are, be accepting who you are because you truly can't change who you are and just loving yourself for your real self. I feel like that's the true definition of self-love, just being accepting to yourself and don't be too hard on yourself because we're all going to have imperfections, but go beyond your imperfections and accept who you are. That is, for me, that is the true definition of self-love. There's many conceptions, but that is my definition of what I believe self-love is.
Yep, true. I agree. And there is a difference between being selfish and self-love. There is actually a very thin line of difference. But
Hmm.
yeah, people need to understand that. It's love yourself, but don't be selfish.
I just believe that now with all this social media going around, I just feel it's very hard for some people to fall. It's hard for people to fall in the trap because they see a picture on Instagram and they say, this is the perception of how I want to look. But in reality, they don't realize that there's edits, there's filters, there's so many things that go beyond it. It's honestly showing it's like showing that you're true to yourself and showing who you are. I feel like that's more motivational and more inspiring to a person than just showing to be fake and not loving yourself. As you said, there's many misconceptions about that.
Yep, yep. True. I agree. I agree. So if there are no questions, I think we are good here. Well, thank you, Lucia. Thank you for joining us. And
Thank you.
all the best for all your future, write-ups. Keep us posted if you need us to review. For sure, we will do it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you for joining.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.